tribute to design. This honoree has spent the past 40 years as a visual artist, urban planner, playwright, a true Renaissance man. This honoree has managed design team efforts on large-scale transportation projects, inner-city revitalization, and waterfront redevelopment for more than 75 projects. Known for his off-Broadway hit, Talk Radio, which earned him a Pulitzer nomination and was eventually made into an Oliver Stone movie by the same name. His artwork has been included in collections at the Museum of Modern Art and the Portland Art Museum. And he has been recognized for his art by the National Endowment for the Arts and received the Oregon Governor's Arts Award. Introducing Tad Savinar.
When I got out of school in '73, I really began a very focused studio career here in Portland. And it was very myopic. It was dedicated just to the studio. I wasn't involved in the community or anything like that. It was just really the artist in the studio. I was focused on building a career and making work. The first pivotal point in my art career was an exhibition that occurred at the Marylhurst Art Gym at Marylhurst University. It was done in, I think, '82. When I did that show, it provided me the opportunity to go to other parts of the country and show curators what I was doing, and that resulted in a whole bunch of shows. Another pivotal experience was really working with Eric Bogosian in the early '80s to create it was a performance piece called Talk Radio, but it turned into a play and then a movie and then an off-Broadway and Broadway play, and so it kind of has this life of its own. But I had no involvement in the theater prior to this, and so I was kind of yanked out of the visual art world and thrown into the New York theater world, and then eventually Hollywood. After Talk Radio, I started writing what I thought were plays, and they were all performed regional in professional theaters. When that was finished, I thought I'd done something good that will last, and it was a very long, arduous path, but I really felt that we touched that subject matter in a way that was very unique, very Oregon, very Portland, but yet very true to the content, and I felt proud about that. You know, since then, in some of the urban design projects, I've been involved in a lot of light rail systems, and somebody said, "Why do you work on these light rail things?" And I said, well, I can't think of anything more complex than building a railroad through an existing city. I'm a problem solver by nature. I'm an obsessive problem solver, and you can't solve every problem. It's the arena in light rail is so big that Tad can't solve everything, but he sure tries, you know?
Well, Tad's played, I think, an extraordinarily important role in looking at the city with a very fine-grained particularity. The line he balances is between the cynical and the earnest, you know, the funny and the ironic. And I think he's balanced that in a way I can't think of another artist in town doing. It's really his own niche. You know, he's a fabulous storyteller, and so that, you know, really makes him, you know, a sort of powerful and effective tool in terms of convincing people and getting them involved in the narrative. But he has enough of a sense of abstraction and metaphor that he can create very open-ended stories.
This thing I'm thinking about, is it best expressed as a bumper sticker? Is it best as a 3-act play? Should it be a t-shirt? Should it be a painting? Should it be a sculpture? Should it be a handbill? I mean, that's the way I view my work, and I've been afforded this opportunity because I don't stick to one media. A painter is always going to express everything they want to express in paint. I don't limit myself by my own artistic skills, whether I can draw it or paint it. In the urban design thing, there's been a number of occasions where someone has come to me and said, "Tad, we want you to do this." And I say, well, I don't do that, and I've never done that. And here are the names of, you know, some people who really do that. They're good firms, you know, and I'm happy to help you out, but I can't do that. And they say, no, We want you to do it because we want somebody different. We want a different approach. And so on a number of occasions, I've had to really put my brain in a vice and get over that self-doubt that I talked about earlier and proceed. And it's a really scary thing. Some of those have been big, huge projects that are not just me, but I mean lots of people and lots of policies and that kind of thing. And it's scary. But then I do it and I think, well, I just did that. This will sound bloated, but I keep waiting to fail really badly because it's got to happen. I'm out on the plank so far sometimes, but not everything is perfect. But it's scary. It's scary. I think it's kind of time to dial it down a little.
The 2014 A Tribute to Design honoree for Fine Art is Tad Savinar.